We're going to talk NFL with our NFL insider, Tori Gurley. Although I did mention earlier, Tori, you are close friends with Trevor Harris. So if you have any tidbits on where Trevor Harris may end up playing in 2022, I might ask you that by the end of the interview, my man. But happy Friday. Hope you're well. And I'm going to open up with the Antonio Brown situation, if you don't mind. We really haven't talked about it all day yet. I was saving it to ask you your take on the enigmatic star wide receiver and what he's been through in the last week with the Buccaneers.
I'm blown away. It's one of these things where we sit back and we watch it unfold right in front of our eyes, and it's mind-boggling. It's for someone to be as talented as he is, to continue to make the mistakes on and off the field. It just has you scratching your head. For someone who, this guy had more lives than a cat when it comes to opportunities and to play over it. It just seems like somebody that's just not humble, and I don't think he's ever going to learn his lesson. I feel like the more people do for him, the more he just kind of take advantage of it, and he could care less. So I'm hoping he gets it together because, football is going to end one day, and you won't be able to act like this and you're not a football player anymore. I just hope he gets, whatever help he needs, or, I just hope he gets that stuff worked out, because right now, man, it's embarrassing.
But I'm sure somewhere along the line, Tori, you've gone through what he's gone through as of last weekend. If AB's to be believed, told to play and he didn't want to play because he felt he was hurt. If that's true, who do you believe? Bruce Arians or Antonio Brown? I'm on record as saying I believe AB. But what's your take on that side of the saga?
And you got to look at it within the context. I don't think there's any football player in week 17 or 18 that's healthy. Like somebody's going to be hurt, because we can turn around and ask the same question. If it was the Super Bowl or if it was the playoffs, would he walk off the field? So, that's where, as a football player, there's a gray area between coach as well as player, because, okay, some games playing the New York Jets last week of the season, who cares? But if it's Super Bowl, you're shooting yourself up, or you taking any type of minutes because you want to play in that game. If it's the playoffs, you're taking all making all the proper steps to get out there and compete because it's at stake. And that's one of those things where you just don't you don't want to be in the middle of. But both sides could be right, but it's just sad how it's not professional the way they're going about it. It's just some drama that follows him, and we all know that's Antonio Brown, and that's just something I wish he could just kind of shake loose from, because it's just, there are so many kids that look up to him. And the last thing you want to see is a college kid acting out this way, or a high school kid acting out this way, or someone even younger acting out, like a pee-wee football player taking off their clothes and walking off the field because they saw Antonio Brown do it. So it's just much bigger than just him. It's just the football world in particular, because people do think highly of him as an athlete.
Ryan H. watching on YouTube says, from a player's perspective, what does Tori think about the new Monday night playoff game this season? Any thoughts?
I'm excited. I think it's a great opportunity to, instead of having 6 teams in the playoffs, 6 on each side, now you have 7, so that's 14, and the number 1 seeds, they get the bye week and everybody else has to play. And I feel like it's definitely going to be a sense of urgency, because we all know it's at stake. Everybody wants to play for that Super Bowl, the Lombardi Trophy, and having it on Monday Night Football, we will all be around the television watching the games, because if your team is still in it, you got an opportunity to win the big game, and that's where football is really fun, because this is where legends are made.
Have you got a Super Bowl pick, Tori? I'm not sure that I pinned you down going into the year who you thought would be in the big game, but we kind of got an idea here now heading into the final weekend of the regular season. Who do you think could be left standing in LA in February?
I think it's going to be Packers and Chiefs. I think right now, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just unraveling right in front of our eyes, I feel like that's the only team that can go up to Lambeau and beat them. But since that team is hurt and they have so much drama going on, I feel like Tampa could be one of these teams that lose early in the playoffs. And if LA has to fly to Green Bay to go play, they're not going to beat Aaron and them in Lambeau Field. They're not built to be outside in that cold weather. I know it'd be the NFC Championship game, but I could just see Green Bay just steamrolling that team just because it's cold. They're in a different element. And, what I saw from Matthew Stafford a couple weeks ago when they played is just I wasn't a fan. And, I just don't believe in that team being able to go out there and play up north and get a big win. So I think it'd be Green Bay representing the NFC. I think the Chiefs, as long as they have Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Tyreek Hill, they can make plays and get it done. So I think it'll be a hell of a Super Bowl between the two State Farm quarterbacks.
Tori, you spelled Dallas Cowboys wrong, but that's okay. I'm going to forgive you. We're out of time. We've got less than a minute, so I'm going to let you go other than to say, hey, give my best to TJ and Kim. Love you all, and have a great weekend. Enjoy the games.
We love you guys. Take care. Look forward to seeing you soon out there in that pretty weather.
Absolutely. Can't wait. You know where to find me. Tori Gurley joining us, our NFL insider.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching the RP Show on YouTube. And don't forget, we're live daily on YouTube from noon to 2 Eastern. If you like what you see, hit subscribe. And if you like the program, check around for other segments of the Rod Pedersen Show here on YouTube.